Right now on Up with KREM, the man accused of stealing from a home during the Spokane area fires was in court. Ahead, we hear from the homeowner who caught the theft on camera.
Plus, we're under a weather impact alert for the day today as temperatures are going to climb and we face the risk of fire danger tomorrow.
Still ahead, the millions of dollars heading to Idaho public schools from the state endowment funds. Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. We made it to the end of the week. I'm Tim Pham, and as you get ready for the weekend, we are calling for a weather impact alert. Jenny Power is here to break it all down for you. So, Jenny, it's really for a couple of different reasons. What do we need to know? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Well, today the focus is going to be on the high heat, but tomorrow we do see the risk of fire danger. So we're under a weather impact alert for both today and Saturday as we are going to be dealing with these kinds of weather conditions. So what you need to know and how you need to prepare is by staying hydrated, having a good way to cool down, especially in the heat of the day, and also being extra fire weather aware. Now, we do have some heat advisories in place across the inland Northwest. This is a look at all of them for the day today. So with that, know that we are going to be seeing this until at least 10 p.m. as we face that high heat. Temperatures across the region, 63 degrees right now in Spokane, 62 for Coeur d'Alene. We're in the mid 60s already for Othello and upper 60s across Walla Walla with some mid 70s down on the Palouse. Air quality has been moderate still for eastern Washington and North Idaho with pockets of unhealthy air for Walla Walla and just north of Wenatchee. Temperatures this afternoon are really going to climb though, and it's why we have those heat advisories. So we're looking at mid 90s for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and this is about 10 degrees above average. Low triple digit heat further south though to the lower Columbia Basin and into the LC Valley as well as the lower Palouse. But come tomorrow, this is what we are going to be watching out for, a widespread fire weather watch that's encompassing really the entire region. So winds are going to be picking up with the arrival of this next system, gusts 25 to 40 miles per hour plus relatively low humidity. So that's going to be the main threat for parts of Spokane. However, areas to the north and through the Idaho Panhandle could see the threat of dry lightning. So full timing of this incoming system coming up in my extended forecast. Tim?
All right, Jenny, thanks. Now let's get you live outside with a look at your traffic impact here. This is I-90 on Broadway. Traffic moving smoothly here at the 6 o'clock hour. No major issues to report. We'll keep a close eye on traffic all morning and let you know if there's any slowdowns. This morning, level 3 go now evacuations are still in place for a fire burning in the northern part of Stevens County, just north of Kettle Falls. The Hill Loop fire has burned at least 40 acres. Right now, Hill Loop Road is closed. The Stevens County Emergency Management says last night they slowed down forward progress. They also say the Red Cross shelter is now closed, and they urge anyone who needs help to reach out to the emergency management. An update on a fire that was burning north of Fairchild Air Force Base near the Spokane Hutterite colony. Excuse me. At one point, there was level 3 evacuations in place for the fire. Crews were able to quickly stop it from spreading. This morning, all evacuations have been lifted. The man accused of stealing from homes during the Spokane area fires appeared in court. 37-year-old Lawrence Moss pleaded not guilty to a residential burglary charge. He was caught on video after allegedly showing him inside the home of Timothy Stanley. That video was posted online. Spokane police say thanks to tips and the video, they were able to arrest him last week. Stanley says he noticed someone had been inside and 2 items were missing, a guitar and a handgun.
It was my dad's gun. I lost my dad last year, and so it was more of a sentimental value.
It's a very scary, very unsettling thought to know that somebody was burglarized literally just 3 houses away from me.
Stanley says he would like to get his stuff back. His neighborhood has started talking about more ways to watch out for each other, even potentially organizing a neighborhood patrol. Moss is set to be back in court on October 1st. We are also learning a woman is in custody for allegedly stealing items from a home destroyed by the Old Trails fire. Spokane police say a homeowner from the Indian Trail neighborhood called police to report a woman was on their property and appeared to be stealing. Officers say the caller told them a woman ran away, leaving her car at the home with burned items next to the car. Police identified and arrested 33-year-old Taylor Edward. She was arrested for trespassing. Her car was taken pending a search warrant. This is still an active investigation, and we'll update you as we learn more. New this morning, Idaho's endowment funds are set to deliver another record payout to schools and other beneficiaries. The Land Board approved $132.5 million for the fiscal year 2028, a 13% increase over last year's record-breaking distribution. This means Idaho Public Schools will receive more than $81.9 million. The endowment fund had a balance of about $4.1 billion at the end of the fiscal year, after investments returned nearly 17%. This morning, we are hearing reactions from Shalom Ministries temporarily shutting down. The ministry has been regularly serving free meals for those in need. After 30 years, yesterday was their last day serving breakfast. The building's new owner, Zeal Church, did not renew their lease. Despite being known for serving a free meal, they also have resources available for those in need to help them get back on their feet.
We're not going away. We see this as a temporary closure. Where we're going to end up, I don't know, but there will be someplace, there will be something. The need is too great.
Officials with Zeal Church tell KREM 2 they plan to make a public statement regarding their decision at their Sunday service this weekend. The Environmental Protection Agency says it's issuing an emergency fuel waiver in an effort to lower gas prices. Starting September 1st, the EPA will end summer blend requirements early. That will allow 10% ethanol gasoline to be sold at higher vapor pressure, boosting the nation's fuel supply. The news comes as AAA reports the national average for a gallon of gas is now $4.11. Here in Spokane, the average is a little over $5 at $5.11. Meanwhile, in Idaho, average gallon of gas in Coeur d'Alene will cost you $4.42. AAA says August is on track to be the highest on record for gas prices. This morning, we want to say a big thank you to everyone who showed up to KREM 2 night with the Spokane Indians. KREM 2 sports director Andrew Quinn threw out the first pitch last night. Sadly, the Indians lost, though, but it was still so much to see all of you at the game. We have some good news to share this morning about Tools to Schools distribution. It all started yesterday at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center in Spokane to prepare the backpacks to go to area schools. About 1,500 backpacks and supplies were sorted so that they can be ready for the start of the school year. Volunteers from dozens of companies and organizations showed up to help, and we can't say thank you enough to everyone who took time to help out. These backpacks will be given out to the Martin Luther King Jr. Center this weekend and to site coordinators with communities and schools which serve our region. These backpacks and supplies were donated by so many of you with local supply drives and at our partners with Office Depot.
Oh, it's incredibly rewarding when you see that smile. I had one little girl come by and I got to put her backpack on her and I held her hand and took her around to each table, and just watching her face light up and being able to put those supplies into her backpack, knowing I'm providing a service that a family is in deep need of, is incredibly rewarding. So it's very, very beneficial.
Another 1,500 backpacks will be delivered to 4 schools on Monday and Tuesday that were most impacted by the Spokane area wildfires. The Tools to Schools campaign hopes to serve about 3,000 kids total this year, and we will continue to keep collecting donations for Tools to Schools at Spokane Office Depot locations so that we can serve even more kids throughout the year. We are in back to school season right now, and the Up with KREM team wants to see your back to school shout out. So what is a back to school shout out? Well, these are actually going to air on our show starting next week. They're about a 20-second or less clip, and I invited our producers, Kelsey and Adriana, to join us to show you an example. What you'll want to do is introduce yourself, then give the shout out. And you'll want to also record it horizontally. So we're actually going to do this right now.
We are Kelsey and Adriana. We want to give a very special shout out to Jenny Power for going back to school. Woo!
Okay, and here's a look at the final product.
We are Kelsey and Adriana. We want to give a very special shout out to Jenny Power for going back to school. Woo!
Once you finish the final video, be sure to email it to me at tfam@krem.com. Welcome back to school. I love it, so fun. Well, a quick thinking groom made sure his bride's wedding day stayed perfect. Later in the show, we'll tell you how their wedding was almost ruined thanks to a thief.
Well, we are with Maria the macaw this morning at the North Idaho State Fair, and she is one of many exotic animals that I'm going to show off here in just a couple of minutes. We have a lot to look forward to here at the North Idaho State Fair. That's all coming up.